What's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for being here. Hella funny. I thought I was supposed to go to work today. Last night around like midnight, something told me check my schedule, and I realized I was off. So I woke up this morning, I'm like, man, what video should I make today? So while I was thinking that, while I was in bed, my family were in the living room, like watching the news.
We're watching the news.
And all I can hear about is this new AI that China came out with that is literally causing so much fear in America right now with all the tech businesses and Silicon Valley and all that. So that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get straight into it.
Let's do this.
China's new AI system, DeepSeek. This development has some experts worried. And here's why we all should be paying attention. China has been making significant strides in AI for years, and we all know that. Like, they're known for making those little chips that are so essential for all of our devices, you feel me, phones, laptops, and much more.
Tell me one technological advancement you would be willing to live without.
So this new AI advanced system, DeepSeek, has the potential to process and analyze vast amounts of data. The reason why this is so significant is because the past couple months we've been hearing so much rumors about China stealing our data and that we should no longer use messages. We have to use encrypted apps such as WhatsApp and, social media outlets such as Instagram, Facebook, and all that, because supposedly they are tapping into our systems with, their advanced AI. You feel me?
I feel you.
No, you don't. You don't feel us.
I'm not no AI expert. I'm just pointing out some things that I find truly, I don't know. It's really interesting. It's a foreshadow of what's to come. Human behavior, predict patterns, and even make decisions so quickly. A lot of people may be asking, why does that matter? Well, this level of AI sophistication, DeepSeek could be used for everything. From surveillance to manipulating public opinion. Like, truly, just imagine an AI system so powerful like that can monitor every aspect of daily life, They can predict the actions before they happen and even influence decisions at a societal scale.
I think we're done.
China's track record with surveillance tech is already concerning. From facial recognition to social credit systems, the country has been a pioneer in integrating AI into governance. And one thing that's pretty interesting is that China's surveillance already had this system in place. Like, it was maybe a year or 2 years ago of like a video that I seen where there was a camera that was recording people, like a busy intersection. And each person on that camera had a box over their head and basically has their information, their name, where they work, their credit scores, so on and so forth. There was even an episode from Black Mirror that kind of foreshadowed this new AI system, and that was like made, I think, like 2-3 years ago. But yeah, it's really interesting. So moving on. DeepSeek, however, takes this to a whole new level. We're talking about AI systems that can learn and adapt quickly, which raises serious questions about privacy control and accountability.
There's no accountability anymore.
If AI systems like these become dominant, countries that develop and control them could have an unprecedented advantage in geopolitics, economics, and even military strategy. It's a very important thing about that. So in short, DeepSeek's potential is both groundbreaking and deeply troubling. While AI can bring significant benefits without proper oversight and regulation, it could also empower authoritarian regimes, increase social divisions, and undermine democratic values. So that's enough of that. I just want to show you guys a quick video before I put this podcast to an end. So here's a video about them breaking down DeepSeek.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
The AI boom had been dominated by Silicon Valley's tech titans.
With the launch of GPT-4, still the most capable model out in the world.
But is this still the case? US hegemony on AI now appears to be over, now that China has released its own powerful model, built at a fraction of the price, causing horror on the market.
You're seeing markets being absolutely eviscerated on news from a company most people have never even heard of. It's not deep fake, it's deep seek.
Let's talk about DeepSeek because it is mind-blowing and it is shaking this entire industry to its core.
The man behind DeepSeek met the Chinese premier last week. Liang Wenfen is a hedge fund boss who built DeepSeek as a side hustle. Whilst US tech billionaires committed trillions to AI, DeepSeek cost just $5 million. And this is how.
That's so crazy how he did it as a side hustle, but that side hustle became a global threat. It's crazy.
These chips made by NVIDIA power large language models like ChatGPT. One can cost up to $40,000, and a single model may use hundreds of thousands. These chips were so important that President Biden banned their export to China.
And the saddest part about this is that pretty much all the necessities used to make these type of chips are being used through exploitation of what's going on in Africa. Like, I just have to bring that up. I know we all know, but it's so sad to think about that. All these things that you guys are seeing is being made through the blood, sweat, and tears of unfortunate people in unfortunate countries that are being exploited for their natural resources. So just want to say that.
The future of the chip industry is going to be made in America.
Yet DeepSeek found a way to build their software using far cheaper chips.
LOL. Okay. Without the CHIPS Act that prevented China from having the cutting-edge chips, we probably wouldn't see DeepSeek today. We've got caught up in this notion that basically cash is king and that brute force matters. And so in a lot of the debates around AI, it's been the almost received wisdom that if you don't have big money, you can't be a player in the system. You know, the fact that they've effectively been able to develop the final part of that model and train that model for $5 million does basically suggest that we should return back to this notion that actually constraints breed creativity.
But that was not in the plan for President Trump last week.
To announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America.
The president's Stargate project pledged to raise $500 billion in AI investment. But how viable is this now that DeepSeek has undercut American tech?
You're never going to have...
And one thing I want to point out that I find really interesting is that Trump is really cool with Elon Musk, supposedly. There's a lot of controversy saying that Trump is just cool with Elon because he got hella money and he's hella good with, Starlink and all these other technological advances that this man can literally create with a snap of his finger.
Plant the flag on another planet for the first time?
However, I feel like, I'm not saying Trump is going to take advantage of Elon.
Yes, he will.
But I feel like with everything going on right now with China making this new AI system, DeepSeek, I feel like he's going to utilize Elon Musk to his advantage.
It's whatever.
So yeah, the rest of the video pretty much talks about how the tech companies here in America are really scared about this new AI with this new DeepSeek. And I have a feeling they're not going to let us download it because just like TikTok, they're going to say that it's being used for this, and that. But I don't know. I feel like all this is cap. All this is just fear mongering and they're just trying to make everybody paranoid. But if DeepSeek is in the App Store, I'm definitely going to cop that, like for real.
Download complete.
But yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. See y'all on the next one.